First time, I really hate what you sent me, by the way. Really.
Train has stopped.
Where's the instant? There actually is a red, like a red football flag emote. At least there was at one time. All right, chat. We're resetting the game, and I have to drop it so we don't show password, you know? Because you never know who's out there watching that wants to come troll us. You never know, chat. All right. There it is. Chuck found it. Chuck found it. Yep, there's the yellow and the red one. There you go. Should be delivered tomorrow. I hate it so much first time.
I really want to know what this is.
It's something that you guys are going to find really funny. But it just makes me kind of question my brother a little bit, you know? Just saying.
Hell, I mean...
Makes me question my brother a little bit. That's all right. Okay, let's see. Actually, this switch needs to be, that way. Okay. We'll have to get Blank Cat flipped around at some point, but for now, switches are set for his train to back up. All right. And then my engine, I still don't know what I'm doing with that. I think I'm just gonna go like get rid of it. To be honest, go park it in the depot. It ain't got no power.
I go park it in the train house down there.
I go park it's a good depot, like up there engine. Those 3 or 4 places up there, you know.
Okay, use it up there then.
All right, Chuck, we'll catch you. Trent, am I set to go to the depot? Set to go to the depot? That's not what it is, Sarge.
Okay, good.
It has something to do with BMW, like, lady. And it's really annoying.
Do my trains need to be recoupled together?
Yes, they will.
Okay.
Which one are you driving from?
Back.
Right.
Alrighty, John, you are set for depot.
Okay, Black Hat, your engines are coupled. Always forget we have to do that.
And you are good to back up.
Okay, Trent, I'll have him back up and then unhook his cars probably. And then have to get him turned around back on the depot or with the turntable. You really want me to upload it first time, huh? Did we ever deliver to the refinery in the last save? I think we did a little bit, but like not a lot. If I recall correctly. First time, I'm gonna go post it right now just for you. I hate this so much first time, just so you're aware. I gotta figure out how to... Oh, there's the save button right there. Chat, exclamation point Discord if you want to see what first time apparently ordered me and should be here soon. Not very happy about it.
Oh, you are, because it's content.
It is definitely content. I don't like it at all. I don't like any part of that.
That is great.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Oh, man. You know what? Maybe we didn't deliver to the refinery last time. I know we went up there and put some tracks out, and then I don't know if we ever hooked them up. First
Yeah,
time.
Cat was supposed to drop those cars off.
What?
Where am I am I dropping these cars off, or am I
I
picking
had
up
them.
iron?
I had you lined into the drop off.
No,
Somebody switched it.
that's fine right there. You need to unhook them and then get to the other end. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you're gonna run back up the hill you just came down.
Mm-hmm.
So what he needs to do, Trent, is unhook them there, pull up, and then back up to the turntable. Get turned around and get on the other end of them, then load them and come back up the hill. That makes sense to everybody? Maybe.
Clear as mud.
And you're hauling iron, not the rail. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it makes sense to me. Gotta unhook, get to the other end of them. That's all. I don't know. Perfect sense in my book. I don't know. All right, so Chad, I think the other thing for us to do is probably what? Go get more coal, right? What is there for us to do?
Get more coal.
More coal? I need some kind of engine that's going to pull 10 cars, right?
Yep.
Play. So if I hook up, there's 3 porters over here, right?
Yes.
I hook those behind this. I might make it, right?
You always grab Betsy too.
So I could have 4 porters.
4 porters and
And this
Montezuma.
So
Let's go,
2
full send.
2 every, so that would be like having 3 of these, right? Because they're 50% more.
Yeah,
Right?
I would say so.
Yeah. Chat, should we do that? No.
Yes. I'm here for it.
Chat, you want to see me hook up 5 engines to coal cars and see if I can pull the hill? Or hopper cars? That sounds really like a dumb idea, doesn't it? I think
Is it dumb?
the bigger problem would be coming back down. Because, well, I mean, we can always throw car brakes, but, like, that's probably a bad idea. Right?
Content.
We'd have to break out Betsy and Tom and Jenny and
yeah, all about the content till we have to restart the game again.
Oh, it takes 2 minutes.
So chat, yes or no? Use the emote. Should we do that or no? Let me know. I'm here for bad ideas tonight, apparently. Boombo Plow only turns 10 once, right?
Exactly.
Oh, and we can put a caboose on the end of it, too.
Yep, Caboose is already is still sitting here. Are you coming around here or?
I can.
All right, Black
I
Cat,
was
what are you
getting ready
doing?
to pull out, so.
No, go ahead.
Apparently, I
You're
need
good.
to get to the front of it. I need to flip my train around, apparently.
Yeah, so
Well,
keep
you're on
backing
that
up.
side of it.
Just get the porters together, skip the shiny one. I don't think that's a good idea. I think I need the shiny one. I gotta have some weight up here on the front end of this whole rig, you know? This is such a bad idea, Chance. You guys know that, right?
I think it's a good idea. It's science. Break out the lab coat and the clipboard.
You know, the worst one is the Tom engine's gonna be backwards. Okay? Does that make sense, right? Farmer Nick, you want to get him fired up?
Yeah.
Nothing else? Oh, God. Chat, the dumb things we do for fun.
This is what bad ideas are made of.
Right?
Black Hat, you want to actually pull up so we can your engines?
Yeah, go ahead.
Such a dumb idea, chat. Such a bad idea. Sarge, how's your train hauling 10 of them?
It's working.
Yeah.
Brent, am I set to go back to the smeltery?
Think you're gonna pull that one up?
Sure.
I feel like we should go hit the firewood first. All these porters are out of firewood.
Yeah, you are
When
set to smelter.
Right.
When I say it's working, I've spent more time wide open than
Oh,
throttled back.
All right, Black Hat, back up and stop just before the roundhouse.
so it's literally working. That's what
Yeah,
you're
it's,
getting at.
it's earning its money today.
No one ever said we had good ideas.
That is there. That is there.
They have ideas. Nobody said they're good. Yeah.
Slow down, slow down, slow down, train. Slow down, slow down, slow down.
Uh-oh. How fast are you going?
I don't know. All I know is it started to take off on me.
Oh. And we got to stop and get one more, right? We have one more of these engines. We have to stop and get. Oh, I thought we were far enough forward. We're not. Pull forward a little more, Nick. I'll have to get.
No, I.
You want to get some more iron cars? Have a
No.
whole nother line?
No. Or you want to pull some too?
I mean, if there's still some down there, I'll pull a set. I don't.
Well, right now we have 3. Or 2 sets, I mean, sorry. Alright, let me... And these engines together. Such a bad idea. Alright, I'm gonna back up and go hit firewood. It's so loud.
You know, I've seen some bad ideas that we've done. And it just takes the cake, tops it.
Oh my goodness. I don't know if we'll get the caboose. We'll see. We might. Chat, caboose or no caboose?
You want me to get the engine up at the smelter fired up too?
You want to, yeah. Vigorous Bull, what are you talking about? This is right up your alley, bro. All the stuff you do in Farm Sim, this is right up your alley, dog.
Trent, can I get some speed, please?
I'm just saying. Right up your alley, Vigorous Bull. At least it should be.
Yeah, I can from it. Where are you?
By the smelter.
This is going to be the loudest train ride ever.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Thank you, Trent.
You're welcome.
Oh, this is the best, worst idea I've ever had, I think, chat.
Yeah, I would have done it sooner for Nick, but I was on the phone trying to do with Sonos stuff.
Looks like something you do in an American truck. What? Alright. Get a little bit of firewood in a couple of these porters, y'all. Because we haven't really run these in a while, so they're kind of... Apparently they were, like, used and put away empty.
So
Really
you're hooking up to all these coal cars then?
You betcha. I need to check water in all these engines, too. Because bad ideas are written all over this chat. Go for like half firewood. We don't really need to fill them up, but having some would be nice.
I'll be right back in the game. I have a terrible desync.
Alright. It's all good. So when I'm stuck and can't make it up the hill, we're just going to leave these engines all down at the smelter. And I'm going to come up here and buy a real engine. And go down there and hook to the cars and give them the old, you know.
I'll just come get you with Big Bertha.
Big Bertha, is that the name of the new one?
Yep.
So you have Tiny Tim and Big Bertha, same engine, right?
Yep.
Oh boy.
Those would be two engines you need to pair up.
That's why they're paired up right now.
Oh, are they?
Yep.
God, you can pull the world.
I mean,
then.
since we're all about bad ideas, John, what about every single engine?
Oh my God.
That's gonna be a end of the series.
Yeah, that's
thing.
gonna be like, let's do that at the end of the night, Trent, because we're gonna have to reset after that one. I guarantee it. How much water's in this engine? Oh,
Okay, so at 9 o'clock we can do that.
No, not end of the night.
water.
End of the map.
Oh, end of the map.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, say the end of the night sounds perfect.
I guess I'm doing what I can. I can't get into the engine.
Uh-oh.
These things terrible.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. To complete this bad idea, I should really have the caboose and the snowplow.
Yeah.
So I have to push the snowplow, right? And pull the caboose.
Behind all the Betsies. And then
My
the cars. Okay, John, we're all here for bad ideas.
Bad ideas do turn into good stories, though. Yes. I do agree with that. That is a fact. Alright, we just need a little water in the Tom engine, because, like, it's a bit low, and I don't want to run out. So, the other engines are chilling. This one's a little low, so we'll put a little water in. And then we'll take off for the smelter. What's about to happen is we're going to try to pull 10... That's a dumb idea. 10 hopper cars and a caboose. Oh, the plow gets stuck on crosses. Okay, we're not using that then.
Let's not pull the. Let's not do that.
Why does the... It look like it doesn't have a fire? Must be a visual thing, because it's 69%. Judging by the stack. Yeah, the stack doesn't look on, does it?
That's interesting.
Wait, I'm in the wrong engine. Hang on. Because it doesn't have a fire. I was in the wrong engine. Sorry. Not only does it not have a fire, it's cold. It's cold. Vox Rider, good catch, bro. Good catch. It's funny. Like, I don't know why it doesn't look like it is, or why it looks like it doesn't have a fire. Oh, wait, because we're losing boiler pressure. That's why. That's okay. I have Betsy's to push. Dude, my acceleration with all those Betsy's is pretty lit now. And I'm down on boiler pressure in the Montezuma.
You know the funny thing is, the lead train is the slowest one.
How fast do the Betsy's go?
I think they go like 18.
No. Do they?
I don't know. Check your speed.
I'm going 15.7. It says max speed 16, but I don't know what. Oh, wait, hang on. Max speed 16. So they go the same speed.
Oh.
My blood pressure is so low in this. Montezuma. This just has good idea written all over it, chat.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
Don't lie.
Oh, good ideas only here at Boom Plow.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be the loudest ride ever, though. This chat, we had to go get one more engine still.
You know, I would say I'd, be nice to drive the train for you, but I'm ready at the back.
I should probably actually buy a real engine to pull all this, you know? It had good story. This engine's literally like cold now. Troy, what's up?
What's up, dude?
How's it going, bud?
Oh, considering I've been up over 24 hours, great.
Ew. Sorry.
I just couldn't go to sleep today. I don't know why.
Oh, well, you're just in time for the best idea ever. So is Fire Shadow. Hello. For the best idea ever, Troy.
Oh, I've been working for about 30 minutes now.
Okay. You already know about the worst idea ever.
Uh-huh.
I thought my game was crashing. I was in the steam. Or I was like in the heat from those engines. Oh, my game did just crash.
Yeah, it did.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just had things fly everywhere.
Yep. Me too.
No, it actually it actually did crash. I hope my computer didn't just crash. The game definitely did just crash.
Well, why? No wonder.
But oh, because I'm
It
hooking.
won't let me stop the train.
Yeah, mine wouldn't either.
Don't worry about it. Game's actually crashed. I haven't taken off Steam, but I still but I still see the game. It's crashed. Where?
I don't have a tether or anything, and I'm like running full steam.
Okay, I got the game to close. Okay, now is my computer okay? Because sometimes shutting this game down after a while will actually basically crash my computer. Sometimes actually you have to hold the power button, chat. Like, it's that bad. We look okay, though.
There we go. You finally.
Finally kicked you out, huh?
Finally.
All right, I'm not sure where I saved last. I think I was down the hill. Well, that kind of sucks. So maybe we don't do that again, chat?
I think it was just a fluke.
Maybe we don't do that, chat, huh? Yeah, we lost some progress. Yep, okay. So this is where, like, Sarge crashed earlier. Chat, let's put that idea on the back burner for today. How about that? Let's put that idea on the back burner. And we'll try that sometime at the end of stream, okay? Because I don't really feel like taking half an hour to get it all set back up and fill the trains up and put water in them.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, you lost the
I
whole
was
journey.
almost there.
You only lost about 15 minutes of your life. That's all.
What that drive felt like.
I don't know if I'm going to fit here. Farmanick, is that you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you throw the switch in front of me? And let's just go park this engine out somewhere at the sawmill here, or at the smelter. Get it out of the way. Goodness. On engine, go. That is unfortunate, chat. Very unfortunate, but that's actually the first time the game has crashed since we started playing again. Like, my game. So that's really not bad. And I'm going to guess maybe all those engines had something to do with it.
Yeah, I don't know if I had something to do with that too.
What were you doing?
I almost slid off the turntable back there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Farmanick, is your desync better now? Or no?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Can I also get my cars linked back up? Or trains linked back up?
Yeah. I can, unless Trent can do it for you. I don't know if Trent's here right now.
Oh, I am. I'm just trying to add a speaker. What do you need?
Speaker. What?
Sonos speaker.
My trains need to be hooked back up, Trent, when you get a chance.
What kind of speaker are you trying to do with?
Sonos speaker.
A what?
Sonos.
Donos. I'm so confused. What?
Are you gonna speak English or are you gonna speak Spanish to us?
Are you like donations? I'm so confused what he's talking about right now.
A Sonos, not a Donos.
What is that?
Speaker. That plays music for you, John.
Oh.
They're
Yeah,
also
Bluetooth
discontinued.
speaker.
Mine's wired. I got wired into my Ethernet.
You have an Ethernet? What? I didn't even know that was a thing. Hang on. What? What the heck? You just got this for like your room or what?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I was very confused. Why? Where do you want me to go, Nick?
Well, just park her out of the way over here.
That's fine.
It may not be able to pull itself back out of the hill, but
Right?
that's
Don't
what,
worry, Betsy will push it up.
Black Hat, are you trying to load up with rail?
I need iron bars.
Okay, sorry, I got you on the wrong track. That's my bad.
I need to flip my train around too, so whichever it works out then. So we're.
I was gonna
Alright.
say Toby can pull.
Toby
it back
might
up.
have to hook up to me to get me out of here sometime. Because I'm
my
about
tr-
to drive off the edge of the world here.
I guess
But,
keep coming back.
Okay.
Well, can you link my train? Drive in the back.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and throw the tender brake on. You can buy him at Best Buy, okay? I just never heard of
All
it. I thought he was saying dono as in like donations, and I'm like,
Oh, Sonos.
are you gonna start streaming? I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
so confused. Like,
Yeah, no. To be honest, I heard donos too.
hey, I was so confused. Nick, you need speed.
Yeah, I guess.
Since
we
I
should
had all
serve.
my Ethernet stuff came in today, I'm trying to
Oh,
connect everything to the network.
All right, let's go help Black Cat get
So
flipped around here.
previously they were connect wirelessly.
Oh, so you've had the speaker.
Yes, I've had them. It's just now I'm connecting one to the network and then trying to connect the second speaker to the first speaker.
Okay. I'm catching what you're dropping. All right, Black Cat, where are you going? We're going back this way. Okay, let's go.
But the question is he dropping it like it's hot?
I'm not sure, man.
If nobody's at the house storms, the volume is usually turned up.
I just talking to me. I agree. Actually, that's a good dono. I mean, donut. Bunch of play fives in your house. Okay. All right.
So I got him on the.
This is totally
That's
fine.
fine.
I'm gonna go get the turntable turned.
All right.
This line here. Trent, you'll figure that out. I'll just go get the turntable turned. I was so confused, Chad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're pretty good, especially if you have them paired.
Yeah.
That's good there, Black Cat.
So confused.
I kind of got them because my stepdad has his.
When you think you hear one thing, but like it's completely a different
Sorry,
thing.
John. I am speaking English, not Danish.
You're
with the
unpinned.
Content.
Content.
I guess the other thing that I ran out that I didn't get done is I did fill these things up with firewood.
Oh. I can come help you real quick, do it.
Need to get 2 more speakers.
Oh man, I tell you what, there's nothing to me that beats. There's this local place in town. That's super good. And they actually have a donut that is like the double chocolate cake donut. So good. Oh, hey Pop.
Oh, hey, Farmernick.
Want to see some track?
You want to see some real speed?
He said no. He doesn't care about our train track chat.
At least he's honest.
Yeah. He's getting the box.
But he did ask you the
Oh.
other day.
No, I was supposed to take the box in for the Christmas tree the other day, and I kind of forgot. He just came out here and grabbed it. Whoops.
Yeah,
Our
if
track-
You weren't. What?
He said he wanted to see the track to make fun of John.
Yeah, he would totally make fun of us. Then turn down an Oreo donut? Really? I don't think I've ever had an Oreo donut. Not a big... I mean, Oreos are good, but like... I'm not a big Oreo guy, you know? Maybe I just steal Toby. What if I steal Toby, Storms? Would you care?
Go ahead.
I mean, I'll bring him back.
Go ahead.
Like, Toby
Why not?
would pull these cars up the hill, right?
It should.
Yeah. We'll get Black Cat loaded up, and then I'll help with our...
Won't be fast, but it'll do it.
I'll make
Speed's
sure
not-
Toby's warm.
Man, chat, we're talking about all this junk food. I kind of want some now. That was lined up, wasn't it, chat?
Not previously, no.
I thought I just did it a minute ago.
Oh, yeah, turntable. I thought you were talking about a sighting.
Go ahead, Black Cat. Come on back. Come on back now. You hit. Don't fall off the other end.
Yeah, like John.
I make no promises.
Anything Oreo. Oreo ice cream. I mean, yeah, I'll eat it. Don't get me wrong, but like, just if somebody offered like Oreos or like a peanut butter cookie, like I'm eating peanut butter cookie all day long. Fruit flavored marshmallows. Interesting. Or like if, yeah, I don't know. Especially back in the day, because I used to eat like peanut butter more. Peanut butter kind of still tastes gross to me. I think I haven't tried. Apparently, I'll have some peanut butter to try though, with the Reese's peanut butter cup, because I'm totally gonna eat that, and then burn the wrapper.
It's a little weird, by the way, turning.
What?
It's just weird turning, and
Yeah.
me just being in the cab still.
Oh, that's fine.
Brent, am I still set to go to the smelter?
If you're from the depot, yeah, you should be.
Alright.
I'll double check.
Oh man. All right, Black Cat, you're gonna back up. Have a shackle.
You're all clear, Storms.
Alright.
Roger.
Old rods.
That got you going in a one of those runaround tracks. Or slidings.
Up there at the top.
Yep.
Okay.
Dutch apple pie. Ooh, ow. Ow.
A little hard there.
Yeah, don't do that. That's how you derail. Oh, a little more. All right. Chat, are there any brakes on this car or this train? Black Cats.
I'm gonna go with no.
Yes.
You pop them off real quick. Well, Oreo or peanut butter Twix. Whoa.
All right, back two brakes are off, and you're good to back up.
All right, you got them on the right line.
To load, yes.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute. You do. All right. Come on back, Black Cat. You're good.
I'm on.
Good to go. Chat, we have 99 rail here. 100 of the raw iron. Or, sorry, the other way around. Close enough. We have a pile of ore here. 548 out of 1,000, which is awesome. And we have 75 out of 100 core wood with a whole bunch of core wood cars over there. So, like, this little yard here is The old smelter running. Storms has been kind of running smelter operations. We've been, bringing stuff in, the ore. But I think Storms has done all the core wood, at least recently.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
I've made a couple trips up to iron as well.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. That's a good run though. This coal run is
Miserable.
not the best run, but all good. All right, Nick, let's get him loaded up. Easy blanket. All right.
Sliding past.
Just a lot, yeah.
Doo-doo-doo.
Little overshot.
Just remember, speed does not win in this game.
Well, I was only at 5% regulator. Go doing that too.
You also have 2 engines
Yeah.
They
with
are
empty
both
cars
zippy.
on a downhill. I'm just saying.
And then the last time I was in here, I was using a Betsy still.
Yeah. It's a little different now.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little. And I don't care if you go forward or backwards. Probably go back or go forward.
Wait, can you only fit 3 of these on
Yep.
a car?
Yep.
What?
Yep. Just like Holland beams.
You could totally fit like 6 on those.
Yeah, but that's 2,400 pounds right there.
Oh.
You know, like pound wise, you're very heavy.
I mean, the lumber full is
More than that, yeah. Well, they went to
like 68.
keep going, Black Cat. Another car. Car and a half.
I can't see what's filled all the way in the
Oh,
back.
you're good. I was just gonna start from swing crane to swing crane. Might as well. There, Nick. Now you only have 1 to load. You're welcome.
That's
Coming
good.
down the double.
Yep, you're good, Black Cat. Coming down the double storms, nice. We'll get to see storms drive by in a second, chat.
Storms, okay, you're adding brakes. I didn't know if you knew that or not.
Starting to get a little fast, Trent.
Well, I saw that he had 2 rear cars with brakes on, and
Oh,
I didn't know he was doing it. So glad that he's doing it. It's not
right.
somehow doing it on its own.
All right, Black Cat, you're good to back up.
I
Well,
like the name on the first one there, Storms.
oh, Storms has all the horsepower too. All the horsepower. 2 cars. 1 more car, Black Cat. A little bit more.
Half car.
Oh, Storms brought the caboose. Oh, goodness. Need to keep creeping backwards.
Oh, he's just trying to keep up
Go
with
ahead.
the times.
I know. Hi.
That's good.
All right, tree's down. That's good. Really concerned about our tree being up still yet. I wasn't. He was. He's there, Black Cat. Stop.
I mean, I still got mine up.
Stop. Yeah, pull forward 1 car. Need like 2% regulator. All right, stop. Arms, that's impressive what you had coming down the hill there. I like the double engines. I don't think you'll have any trouble pulling anything anywhere.
No, probably not.
Nah, there's no way. All right, Black Cat, come back 2 cars. No, yeah, I don't think you'll have any trouble, Storms. How's that caboose like? It should have brakes, right? Have decent
Oh
brakes.
yeah,
I think there's a fireplace in it, isn't there?
yeah. There's a fireplace in it. Or well, potbelly stove.
Yeah. Yeah, there's. There, I lit the fire back here. Oh, there's a little teapot. Is this what I think it's for? What's that for?
Yes.
Is that so you don't have to go outside?
Yeah, there's a pipe that goes
Oh,
right on the rail.
Goodness. And then you, oh, this is kind of cool. Oh, this is a great view from up here. Look at that. Yeah. And you can run the brakes from in here. That's
Yeah,
cool.
So that's a perfect spot for you, John, so you can go take your breaks.
Oh, that's a bird bath or a snow melter. Oh. Okay. Got it. Go. I just jumped through the whole thing. Okay. Kind of interesting. All right, back to work. Oh, man. Let's see. So, Storms, you're going to need to back in somewhere and then flip your engines, right?
I don't know yet. I might make the coal run and take a whole bunch of iron up there. Yeah, rail.
That would make more sense because that's the way your engines are facing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One car, Black Cat.
Okay. You guys do that. I'm going to go get hooked up with, I'm going to steal Toby.
Toby's already hooked up.
Oh, Toby's hooked up. Well, sweet.
Half car.
And if that's the case, Storms, you might as well just wait a
That's
second.
good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait here.
Oh.
Actually, I'm gonna take this opportunity to go grab another Pepsi.
Okay,
I was gonna say you could just back up and go pull
That's
up right behind
embarrassing.
Black Cat. Or I guess in this case in front of him.
Trent, are there brakes on these?
Not on your train. Oh, the engine has brakes.
Yeah.
Oh, which train are you talking about? Hit Storms or Black Cats?
Toby, engine 47. Or is it just that there's that much of a hill here? Okay, never mind. Well, I guess I should ask Sarge, how are you doing on your journey?
I can see the coal mine.
Okay.
I
It's on
forgot,
the other
sorry.
side of the valley, but I can see it.
Okay, so if I take off now, you might have to wait a few.
That's fine.
Okay.
Am I good to back out into the main line right now? And then go back up.
That's a Trent question. Trent?
Let's see. Want to go where?
You
Or
just-
I'm going. Where am I going?
Average up parts, so thanks for the raid, bro. Welcome back.
Is it the Ironworks where I'm going?
He's going to the
Yeah.
Ironworks, yeah.
Yeah, you're good to back up.
Fire's at 54, so we're good. But thanks for the raid. Welcome in. How's it going?
I routed you that way, John, so you won't run over Black Cat.
Oh, that's fine. Technically,
he's-
Black Cat shouldn't back out on the main, though. He should back to those run out
Yeah, I
tracks
got
over
him.
there. Okay.
Run out.
Okay. But yes, you are good to back up because Storms is on a run out track, right?
He's
Okay.
on the first one.
Okay.
Or I guess the third one.
Oh,
Actually,
look, my train's back to where it needs to be.
oh, did it move on you?
Oh, it went back to where we restarted at.
Oh. Or Trent,
It
should I
was-
just go ahead and run since I'm already moving?
I mean, you might as well start.
If I recall with this engine correctly, you have to kind of.
I think I got you routed first.
Okay, so Black Cat, let me get past you, then you can go.
The engine's
Just
just so
slowly
loud.
back up.
Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? Welcome in, peeps. How is everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a good Friday night. Naga, what's going on? How are you? But no, what I was going to say with this engine, I believe you kind of have to ramp the throttle up slowly, not just go to like 50%, right?
I think so. At least that's how it used to be.
I feel like she slips a little. I know if you go over 90, she slips. Oh, this is kind of how it used to drive. It's just all over the place. Wow. Wow. All right, Storms, I'm gonna go past you. Black Cat's gonna back up next to you,
Alright.
and then either one of you, I don't care who goes, but one of you will pull out or back up. Probably let Black Cat pull up. He'll take off, and then the yard's yours.
Alrighty.
And I'm apparently gonna make the slowest trip ever in this engine. So.
Alright, Black Cat, you're good to back up all the way.
That's a long trip with this little slow engine.
We might have got this Farmer Nick.
Huh?
He's at least guaranteed to make it.
I mean, there's max speed 11. We're going 10.7 right now.
Oof.
Losing speed. Also increasing the reg, so. I don't know if this is gonna work.
It has the most foot-pounds of torque.
Yeah.
It has 2,000 foot-pounds of torque more than my Class 70s.
All right, we're at 88% regulator. I'm not gonna go above 90 because I know Hart was saying the other day that it slips out over 90. We're actually going 11 miles an hour. So we're like this for another 15 minutes, Chet.
Wait. A lot longer than 15.
Probably, actually. Time check.
Probably like 30.
7:16. Time check. Sarge, you might have to wait longer than I thought.
No worries.
On the way back.
I'm just going to be happy when I get up here.
Do what?
But Sarge, did you want to get a quick nap in? It's about the time to do it.
Oh, we're good. We're good. Just going, like I said, going to be happy when I get up here.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Black Cat, you're good to go forward.
Farmer Nick, at some point I'll need you to probably come throw some firewood in.
Alright.
I'm at 47 right now, but
Let me know.
it's going to be quite
Are
a...
you going up to Iron?
Black Cat's going to Iron Works. Yes.
I didn't know if Storms was going to Iron Mine.
Probably coming to coal mine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, coal mine
Yeah,
eventually.
we
But he's got to
switch.
load up first.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what it said.
Yeah, so send Black Cat out of here. I'll take it.
And
from
you
there.
to load out.
Yep, that's it.
Yep.
Well, I'm working on it.
Yeah,
Alright, you're
Chuck,
good to back up, Storms.
this line is functional, okay? And it's functional. It's definitely a line that you have to drive because it's not all just straight uphill. There is a little bit of downhill from time to time, which is fine.
Surprisingly,
Yeah, and like when it hits, you suddenly will be going way faster than you want to. It's quite a journey. You know what? I don't even know if there's enough coal here for Sarge and I both to be going there. Is there? Is there 200 coal there?
There is 739 out of 750 coal.
Okay, so we're good there. Oh, Sarge, I see you're about to pull in. Sweet.
No, you stopped.
yeah, I'd stop.
Yeah, but you're
Actually, I'm here.
yeah, but I'm saying you're there. You're off the.
Wrong way, wrong way.
Uh-oh. But you're off the worst part is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Where is my train on this map right now? Can't find myself back, chat.
You're out of place.
Okay, there I am. About to enter the second loop. About to enter the second loop. Forgot how fun. What? What happened with Amazon there, Vigorspol? What's going on, man? So yeah, there's actually 2 loops here, Chuck, on this line, by the way. If you guys haven't seen this line, you're in for a treat. It's a line. It's definitely something. Oh man. And I know there is. There's like 18 ways to get to the coal mine. We gotta eventually build another way, because if nothing else right now, like, I'm just starting the journey. Sarge is there. And then here in a minute, in a few minutes, Storms will be ready to start the journey too. So
I will be right with you.
all right, all good. So if we had 2 ways to get there, we could run, you know, one way there, one way back, basically, and keep everybody moving. The way it is right now, we're gonna have to wait. Either Storms waits forever, or we wait for Storms to get up to us, and then we take off when he gets there. Either way. So, kind of an issue with the way we have it set out right now, but it's not a huge deal, I guess. It's all good. It's all good. So, yeah. But it's quite a run. She cannot do 88 miles an hour. Max speed on this is 11. I don't know if that's miles per hour. We'll say that it is. 11, yeah.
At least you know you don't gotta worry about getting too fast in this engine.
Only on the downhills. We might have an issue there, but otherwise we're pinned out at 88 reg, and we're just going to stay there. Obels, we'll catch you later. Have a good night. See you tomorrow, hopefully. I mean, it's crazy if you think how much elevation we've put on since where we were, you know?
Yeah.
It's absolutely insane how much elevation we've put on. So, a couple of us were actually watching a guy last night on YouTube that kind of almost not necessarily for this run, but he was he's against these bridges, which is fine, you know. And he said it, and I'll say it too. There's no wrong way to play this game, but he is against these bridges, and I'm curious how he gets to the coal mine without having a bunch of bridges. Very curious about that, so might have to figure that out. Because there's definitely other ways to run through here, through this valley. This way works definitely, but I'd like to have another way so we could run, you know, 2-way traffic. Would be lovely. No, Toby's just getting it, Storms.
Oh, yeah.
I think Storms has done a Toby run up this a couple times.
Have you?
Not up coal. I've done it to iron.
Okay.
Sounds like somebody's getting yelled at.
Yeah.
Doggo getting in trouble again?
Yeah, it's getting the time of night. He likes to get himself in a lot of trouble because he's getting tired.
Okay. Does he go to bed when he's tired?
No. He does not like napping if he's out of his kennel.
Okay.
That's why, like, during your day streams, that's why he's in the kennel normally. He is napping.
You close the door if he's not in it?
Hmm?
Why not just leave the door open?
Do you close the door to the kennel when he's not in it? That's what he's asking.
No, it's open.
Ferris Bull, why? Ferris Bull found a $4,000 zero turn on Amazon that allegedly has free shipping. All right. What brand is that?
Probably some Chinese one.
Probably, yeah, but wow. Interesting. He just sent me a link. Okay. I will definitely be opening that link.
But you know the
Am I good to go to Ironworks, Trent?
I don't know. All right, Vigorous Bull. It probably ships to, like, a dealer, I would assume, and not like your house.
Oh no, they probably drop it right at the end of the driveway.
Right.
and he just unbolted and put it together.
It's got 12 reviews.
Oh, very good.
So you know the grasshopper lawnmowers?
I've heard of them, yeah.
I never knew they actually made a snowblower for them.
Shift from Wish, exactly, Chuck. They make a snowblower for that, really?
Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
You take the deck off?
Yeah, the whole deck assembly comes off. And then it mounts on a snowblower on the front.
Interesting.
It's a 3-wheel zero turn, but it's kind of
Yeah.
useless.
Yeah. You can put some chains on there, you'd be good to go.
Oh, it's not that. It's the snowblower is a lot heavier than the deck is.
Okay.
You need some weights on the rear of it.
Oh, yeah. I can see that. I can see that.
I mean, the city guy's not got to worry about it much longer. A couple years when it gets traded off for a new one.
Bro, I think it's called, first time's not here anymore. The Aaron's company, Gravely. Aaron's Gravely, you know?
Yeah.
They make a machine. I think it's called the Mammoth. I think that's what it's called. It looks sick for snow removal.
I know what you're talking about. I just seen a video on it the other day.
It'll do a blower, a plow, a brush, a salt spreader, a brine tank. It's like, whoa, dude. And then they actually sell like a cab for it. So it's a stand-on thing, but they have like a 3-sided cab. So if you're like, blowing snow, it's like not getting all in your face.
Look, that thing's awesome.
I know, right? I've seen one in person at another dealer. Dad doesn't have them, but at another dealer. And dude, they're like 25 grand though. Or something stupid like that, but they're awesome. A special delivery team would contact you to make the delivery. 20 grams, no attachments. Yeah, something crazy like that, Jeff. Yeah. Like I said, I've seen one in person. They are beautiful.
So like 50 grand by the time you get all the attachments?
Probably. Mud Bucket, what's going on, man? How are you? And then Dan actually had a customer that was looking for a very specific one. Like a different brand, but kind of the same thing. It was a whole lot cheaper, but it actually had a blade and a brush. And I'm like, that's kind of cool. Like, use both at the same time.
Really?
Yeah, for doing like sidewalks and stuff in these like condo complexes.
Like the blades in the front and the brushes on the rear or something?
It's like the blade and then the brush behind it. Or brush first, then blade? Or I forget which way. I forget which way.
I could see the blade, then the brush.
It reminded me of like stuff they use on like airports because they have like blades and brushes on their equipment,
Yeah.
Yeah. Mud Bucket working on a driving sim. Nice. What's the point of this game? Okay, first off, the game is still in alpha, so that is definitely something to note if you're thinking about getting the game. It definitely has some bugs and issues and stuff. We're actually in a experimental branch of it, experimental like beta branch, but still like the game's early on here. It's been out technically for a little over a year and a couple months, probably something like that. Like 14, 15 months, something. I don't remember exactly. The game I think is a ton of fun. The focus of the game is to design, build, and operate your own railroad. So there are places around the map. We are on our way currently to a coal mine to pick up some coal. And places around the map where you have to either get products from, take products to, or both, like the coal mine. You take stuff there and then you get coal from it. And then we're taking the coal to a place called Ironworks, where we're going to make tools and pipe, stuff like that. It's pretty cool. But the point of the game is to design, build, and operate your own railroad. Narrow gauge mountainous railroading is what the focus is here. So yeah. Wait, does this run compressor for brakes? It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, I just noticed that. Nice, vigorous bull. Very nice. But I think the game's a lot of fun. It can be frustrating because there's some stuff where it's just like, oh, this game is not finished, and you can tell. Like we were having an issue with our track earlier in a certain spot. Figured it out, and it works good now, so. But yeah. And then a cool thing is there's a third-party thing, not from the people that made the game, but it's called Railroads Online Extended. And it's basically a companion program that runs with the game. And it allows you to like control switches and trains and stuff from the program and from a website. So it is not unlimited money. You get paid anytime you drop off anything anywhere. The biggest payment is at what's called the freight depot. It's basically you just take stuff there and sell it. So if we wanted to, we could haul this coal to the depot and just sell it. Obviously, I'm not going to do that because the run that we have to do to get the coal is very far. So we're not going to waste our coal. We are going to use our coal in industry. The only things that cost money in this game are cars and engines. Your track, your bridges, all that stuff doesn't cost anything, at least right now. I don't know if they'll ever change that. But like I said, the game is still early. They have partnered with the publisher. It was like a little indie game. Literally one guy worked on this game. This is one guy's like project. They have partnered with the same publisher that did like Construction Sim. So I would think honestly that like development of the game probably hasn't been pushing, but like bug fixing and making the game more playable is kind of what they're focusing on right now, it seems like, just by reading like patch notes and stuff. So like the track lane system on this particular like the beta is like 1,000,000 times better than the track lane used to be. So very happy about that, because the old track lane was pretty awful, to be honest. It was bad. New track lane's great though. It's so much better. So yeah. But overall, for a $30 whatever game, I think it's a good game. I think it's worth it. I'm not getting paid or sponsored or anything like that. I didn't get the game for free back in the day. I paid for it. But yeah, it's a fun game. It's on Steam. I don't know about Epic, but it's definitely on Steam. You betcha. You betcha. And then there's actually a game coming out. I need to look into this more. It's coming out sometime this year called Railroader, I believe. I need to look into this. I need to figure out when it comes out, who makes it, all that stuff. Maybe we can get early access to it or something. That'd be fun. I don't know if they do that. I don't know. I don't know who makes it, but need to figure that out, because that could be fun. So, because I enjoy this. I enjoy, you know, playing trains. I enjoy it quite a bit. Hence by my Wednesday, it was a rain day. We didn't go do anything at the farm or anything, and I might have played like 13 hours. So, yeah. And that was pretty much all track lane too.
Yeah, like 13 hours before you invited any of us to play with.
Hey.
Yep.
I wanted to focus on what I was doing. I'm sorry. Okay? I can't talk to people and focus at the same time, all right?
We're just giving you a hard time.
Mm-hmm. All right. Sarge, are you back?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I'm not at the one where I can see the mine yet, but I'm one more corner away from that one more big corner, I believe.
Okay.
Or no, there's the mine right there. Yeah, I can see the mine. We're almost at the waterfall.
Hey, Storms, I got that one switch flipped for you, so you're good to go up to the coal.
Almost there.
Alright, well.
Whenever you're ready, that is.
They should make a game like this for PS4. That would be cool. For you PS4 guys, that would be cool, right? He's not. Sorry. No, he's not. No, he's not. It's okay. So for the record, there's a little downhill there. Am I by chance looking for a 3-point hitch backhoe attachment? Not really. Let me guess, you got one though, don't you? On Amazon?
Everything on Amazon.
Of course it is.
Does it fit a Kubota tractor?
Railroader just says 2023. Okay, Jeff, thank you. Need to like contact him and be like, yo, let's do something, you know? Because I think it looks pretty cool, if I recall. I'm watching the trailer right now. for the game. Yeah, I don't know what engine that is in the trailer there, but that looks cool. Is that a big boy? It might be a big boy. Might be.
What's this game called?
Railroader. It looks, I mean, I don't know how like gameplay wise it is, but the trailer looks pretty cool. So, yeah. And it says it needs a 1660. All right, I think I got that.
I think most of us here can manage that.
I think I got it.
I think I got that too.
I only got 1070.
A what?
1070.
Ooh. Probably sold. All right, chat, we have arrived at the coal mine.
So, where would you like my train at, by the way?
What are you?
I am going to be getting off. I'm getting tired.
Okay, where are
I
you
overshot.
I am at Ironworks right now, just leaving.
currently? Ironworks just leaving. Trent, send him to the depot and just pull in on any line there, Trent. If you don't mind. Thank you, Black Cat.
Okay.
Back up a little bit.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Slowing down.
Yeah,
I
they're
have
on,
not derailed.
Siding 6, they're Black Cat.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, Sarge, you're good. All right, let's get Sarge loaded up with some coal blocks, chat. It's straight out of Minecraft.
I do find that weird how the coal mine is blocks and the iron is balls.
All right, Sarge, one car if you don't mind.
Not saying it the other way, like I did last night.
Oh, you kind of.
What way was that? I don't remember.
I don't remember. All right, Sarge. I don't remember. Trent, can you enlighten us, please?
You catch that?
I don't think he's going to.
Yeah, but I just said that. I just said it.
Oh, you must have muted your microphone though. All right, Sarge, one car. You know what? I tell you, the old Toby there, dude. You just outside of the little downhill to the waterfall. I ran 90% reg. All right, Sarge. 90% reg the whole way up here. 88. Sorry. 88% reg and never had to touch anything. That was a nice journey. Outside of the down, on the way down's gonna suck probably, but
Oh, that actually has me nervous.
what?
Downhill.
Me or you?
Yes.
One car. My engine or your engine, Sarge?
Mine.
Oh, really?
Just like have like the back 3 or 4 cars, hard brakes, and you'll be alright.
Pretty much. All right. Probably what I would recommend is as soon as you hit the downhill over here, Sarge, have
Brake.
some cars, some brakes set, and then you probably want to take them off to go up the hill across the way there and then put them back on. And then if you have to pull
I need a link to something then.
you need the link so you can watch your speed. Is that what you want?
Well, that and being able cars with the brake.
Okay. You got him, Trent?
Yeah, I'll just copy your link.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah, that game looks pretty cool.
It does, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Copy.
Pull or move one.
You're done. You're loaded. Average up parts. We'll catch you later, bro.
There you go, Sarge.
All right, thank you.
Yep, no problem.
Oh yeah. And let's see. Storms, have you set off yet?
No. I'm still loading.
Okay.
I'll wait for you guys to come down.
We go back to the future. No. What?
He's making a Back to the Future reference. I think it was the 3 where they went back to the Wild Blast and then had to Turn a steam locomotive into a time machine. Get Marty back.
I'm gonna be honest. It's been a long time since I've watched those movies.
Yeah.
I mean, I even remember what Storms is talking about.
I don't.
Okay, you want help loading up or just start?
Nick's here. If you just want to cruise, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Sarge is going into the smelter.
Sarge is going to the ironworks. Got a long journey ahead of us. Oh man, a long journey coming up, chat.
All I
One
gotta
car,
do is make
please.
smelter, and I'm.
Yeah. Yeah, just get off this hill, right? Trying, Nick, I swear.
Alright, you should be good there, Sarge.
I can't see the coal is the problem, Nick.
Oh,
So I don't have a clue when I'm full. Like, it's too hard. It's just black car on black
Alright.
coal, you know?
yeah.
Difficult to see. Oh, yeah. Right. So we'll get loaded up and probably take half an hour to get where we need to go. We gotta go far, y'all. Oh, man.
Duck onto the back of Sarge's train, you'll be alright.
One car. You really want to know how long it took us to get up here?
Oh, God, that took forever.
Uh-huh.
It took, like...
20-ish, almost 20 minutes?
It did, yeah. Well, that's not bad. With like an engine like Sarge's, you couldn't get up here in about 15. That far enough?
Oh, if I could open this thing up.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, yeah. Please don't do that.
I'm saying if I could.
Yeah. Oh. Jeff, that sounds like fun.
Alright, I'm off for the night. Bye.
Have a good night,
Yeah.
Black Cat. Feel better.
I will try.
Notorious Weber, what's going on, man? How are you? Woo woo. Welcome in.
That's good.
Jacob 2348 just resubscribed for 18 months. Oh boy, 1.5 years of 10.
Jacob, thanks for the 18-month resub. How's it going? Welcome back. 1.5 years out of 10. I mean, I haven't been streaming for 10 years, but, 10 years of content creation in general, so not bad, right? Appreciate the resub, Jacob. How's it going? Welcome in. Must be on a little, is there a little uphill here? So.
That's good. I still can't believe I found your channel back in high school.
Shut up. Oh, I'm still on 88. Okay. I get the joke now, Batman. Gotcha, bro. Oh, wow, Jeff. That's unfortunate. We moved on from Amazon to Tractor House. Oh, God, Vegas Bowl. You find any clean Alice Chalmer WDs in the St. Louis area, Still want one.
Tractor of the month, still coming.
A few, I didn't buy any in December or January. So.
That's good.
Jacob 2348 cheered Dex 100. John, it's an addiction because
I eat crayons.
Jacob 2348 cheered Dex 420.
Jacob, thanks for the bits. I hate that you figured that out, just for the record, buddy. Don't have to be done. It's what it is. You know what I mean, bruh? It is what it is. All good, bro. Appreciate the bits, Jacob. Thank you. Thank you.
That's good.
All right. Actually, I was thinking about it today, like 10 years ago. Okay. I was cutting a ton of grass. Puma plow is just like a fun thing to do on the weekend, you know, on Saturday nights usually. And like recording videos and stuff. We didn't like, it was just goofing around, you know. That's really how it started, to be honest. And crazy times, man. Crazy times.
Yeah, I remember the night
good.
you coming in here after cutting grass all day with Casey. And
Yep. Yep. Jacob, are you sick now too? Yeah, Mud, over 5 years, man. That's crazy. Crazy, dude. But no, it's insane to think, like, just like from a technology standpoint. Of course, technology's changed a ton in 10 years. But like,
oh yeah,
looking at where we came from, you know, with cruddy laptops that could barely open the web browser trying to record videos. Are we loaded, Nick? We got one more.
You got 2 more.
Oh, okay. I can't tell it all. Let me know. But like,
That's good.
you know, cruddy laptops that could barely do anything, and like the Hot Pog HD PVR2. That was how we recorded our Xbox 360s, you know. Jacob, I'm sorry you're not feeling well. But like, just technology wise alone, I mean, for God's sake, the first videos we recorded, we accidentally used a laptop microphone, a built-in laptop microphone.
Ew.
Well, we didn't. It was an accident.
Oh.
We had headsets on.
Oh.
And they were hooked up, but it wasn't right.
That's good.
Trent, did you just post the first video?
No, I went down a rabbit hole.
Oh,
My first video, and then I'm going down a rabbit hole now.
forgot about that thing, right, Mud? Right?
oh wow. Yeah, I'm gonna pause that and save that video for later.
That's full.
All right, we're full.
Full. You want me to set a break back here?
Yeah, no. I'll let you know.
That's something that Farmer Nick might be able to get the green light on.
Oh, gosh.
I don't even want to look at it.
It's probably like an RC something. I had
But
to
you know
guess.
what? YOLO.
All right, chat, start the journey back downhill. Let's go. Rox, appreciate it. Thank you.
Just looking at the title, I'm not going to get the okay on that.
The question is, how much is it?
It's the LeBaire Lego crane.
Oh, yeah, you're not getting the okay on that?
Yeah, but John, this thing...
No shot.
I'm not getting the okay on that.
Oh, there goes Sarge over there, chat.
Wait, I could use it to put the cabinets in the kitchen when we get them.
I mean, John, it's a 9 axle crane.
Wow.
The thing, you can make the legs spread out and go down, and the main move go up and out.
Wow.
And there's a jib assembly for it too.
Nice. Is it an actual Lego or is it an off-brand?
Somebody like custom built it.
Oh, it's a custom built set. Okay, I got you. That's cool.
The video is not helpful. Just you can't buy it.
Gotcha. Drax, we're definitely not full sending. We have loaded cars, and I would like to not derail, okay? Just throwing it out there. Although on the way up here, that was pretty good with this engine, actually. It really wasn't bad. It wasn't scary at all.
You didn't really ever touch the regulator on the way up here with this engine, did you?
The only time I had to do anything was when we turned the corner coming down to the waterfall.
That's not bad.
I did have to throw... I had to bring the regulator down and throw some brakes. Like right now, we're also regulator and brakes. We're actually losing speed, which is good. But coming up here, it gets really steep in a second. So we'll just do a little coasting right now.
I still can't believe I found you because of your How to Cow and
Right.
13.
So
Nick,
long
did you
ago.
see his
Biggle
his computer
underscore
belt?
106 cheered Dex 1300. Happy 10-year anniversary to Boomer Plow. Here's to many more ahead. Plow on. Puma plofs, Puma plow on, Puma plow.
Big Al, thanks for the 1,300 bits. I do appreciate them, sir. Thank you very much. And as of right now, guys, I don't have any plans on stopping the whole Puma plow thing, you know? No plans on stopping, so if you want it or not, y'all are stuck with me, okay?
You know, I got it thinking. We'll probably still see John when his beard's all gray.
Never know.
I don't know, a couple more runs up the coal route, he might be great by the end of the week.
Bright shiny objects. This is your 10-year and not playing Farm Sim. Sort of judging. We'll be playing Farm Sim tomorrow. We will be playing Farm Sim tomorrow, and
trains
For about 15 minutes.
probably all day actually.
All right, so it looks like Storms is heading up, John.
No, I'm not.
You didn't put brakes on back there, Nick, did you?
Nope.
Okay. It's line. I got you, Jacob. All good. Nothing like being judged by bright shiny objects, you know?
I thought
man.
bright shiny objects were something for you to stare into.
Tim, thanks for the gifts, subs. How you doing tonight? Welcome on in. Hope you're having a good day.
Storms, John is coming down with Toby.
I know.
Oh, am I not supposed to?
Oh, you're fine.
I bet. Tim, thank you.
I'm.
Okay. I will say, though, just not in my defense, because I don't feel like I need to defend myself, but thanks for that follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. I will just say, I recognize and I understand that I did kind of build the career that I have right now on a game called Farming Simulator, obviously.
Yeah, I see what you're doing, Storms. My bad.
However, I play more than just Farm Sim. And right now, this game is really grabbing my attention. We're going to be farming tomorrow. I know you're just like poking fun, but like, I do realize that yes, I've built what I have off Farm Sim in general. Farm Sims, yes. So, I did, Rox. Yeah, I started a little bit before 5 Central, just a couple of minutes before 5. So yes, I did. Right here, we're picking up a little too much speed as well. We might switch to railroads tomorrow, but we're gonna do some farming, y'all.
Yeah, Storms, I just thought you were heading the main line, but I didn't realize you were backing up.
I'm still waiting for Goaty just to come in here.
And be angry.
No, I'm being half asleep.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's way too early for Goat.
As I say, it's like 3 a.m. there.
Yeah,
right now.
way too early for Goat.
2 a.m., almost 3 a.m.
But yeah, definitely, yeah. Where's John Deere American? I actually tried that a while back. Download it from like archive.com or whatever that was. I couldn't get it to work, Figurespool.
I gotta switch my mouse color because I keep on getting mine and yours confused.
Well, I mean,
I'm green.
really, if I want to, play the old school games, that would be like Deadliest Catch, any of the Toy Soldiers games. I mean, that was their first video, was a game called Toy Soldiers. So
We are the Gorgonites.
right, the audio is so bad in that video too. Don't worry about it, it's fine. Still there, still there. Haven't deleted any of that stuff. I remember the first video I ever recorded on my own was a Grand Theft Auto 4. I just jumped into a multiplayer game and messed around. Kept getting killed by this one guy. It was frustrating, but that's GTA Online for you. So, yeah.
Well, if you find the right time of day.
Yeah. I heard there's like a hacker group on GTA right now, and they're just telling people not to play. It's like, for some reason, Rockstar can't fix it. The original Sim Farm? What's that? I don't know which one that is, Jacob. I don't think I ever played that game.
Oh, I vaguely remember something about that.
What's up, Sarge?
Farms, the original
I never played that.
Farm Sim. Yeah,
Never played it. My first one was like 11.
no, it was one that was created by the same people that did Sim City and
Oh,
Yeah.
all of that. It was junk.
okay, cousin to SimCity. I never played any of those. I tried playing a little SimCity like way back in the day, and like I don't know, I didn't understand something about it, or I don't even know. And then I've played a little bit of the newer one, like when we first started Poople Plow, there was one that was kind of new. Or not when we first started, but like 8 years ago maybe. We had our first like desktop computer, and I blew up the power supply in it playing that game that one night. Yeah, I had like dual 480s in there, bruh. You know? Dual 480s that were Casey's, and he like upgraded, so he gave them to me.
And man, you thought you had something back then too, probably.
Yeah, dude, I thought I was cool. Redster, thank you. This is Toby. This is Starves' engine. I kind of stole it. I hijacked it for a little bit here. It's supposed to be a yard engine, but it's a hill climber, and well, this is a hill, so makes sense, right?
Yep.
So, yep.
Yeah, I think I have to get a second graphics card and a bigger power supply.
Yep. Yep. Sean, you remember that? Yeah. Which really kind of annoyed me because like I couldn't edit. That had that computer at my house to do all the editing and rendering on. But every other Saturday I would take it over to brother's house. So at that time we were recording like Farm Sim 15 on PC. Yeah, Farm Sim 15. It was those days. So every other weekend I would load the computer up, take it over to his house and record all day, and then bring it home and just edit my little heart out the rest of the week and render as much as I could. Yeah. 8-hour round trip for a 7K Alice with a loader. No, I don't want to spend that kind of money, Vigorspell. I don't want to spend any more than like $1,000 on a tractor, honestly. Probably spend another 3 on fixing it up, you know? Sean, well, so I don't actually 100% know because like back in the early days for actually quite a bit of time, I didn't handle the uploading of the videos at all. I didn't do that part. I did the recording, obviously I was part of that. And then I did all the rendering, editing, and well, actually at first I didn't do any of that. I just would hit record and then he would handle the rest of it. But he wasn't able to produce like enough videos because, you know, he worked a full-time job and I cut grass on only a couple days a week. So I had time. And, so I self-taught myself. I learned how to edit. I watched a couple YouTube videos and I figured it out through, Microsoft, Movie Maker, you know, is what I used at first. And eventually, I thought I was really hot stuff the first time. It was during a NASCAR video. I put our names on the screen because we were playing split screen. Right? So I was like, oh, I'll put our names on the screen.